Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and Miss Fistula is continuing her adventures in the Yondershire. But first, she'd like to do a little bit of fishing because, well, she has to fish up a tiny waterlogged boat. So we have her fishing rod equipped. It even shows up in her outfit. That's cute. Now, you must be facing a body of water. I am facing a body of water. Oh my goodness. All right. And we wait. Because fishing is a game of patience. Oh, she didn't get anything. Okay, let's try again. Alright, we wait. Oh. Okay, have they changed the animation for fishing? Or I just can't see it in the dark. Alright. Let's watch for it. Okay. So the fishing animation is a lot more subtle. We have found the tiny waterlogged boot. Alright, so put back on our gauntlets. And where's our little fella? Here he is.
What do you need?
Thank you. Mago takes the still soggy boot and works it onto their doll's foot. Mr. Pondfoot says he found this magic stone. He can't tell you what it does, only that you'll know what to do when the time is right. And we have a reputation change. So we have become yet friend to the Yonder Watch. Blah, blah, blah. Yonder Watch. And now we need to work on ally to the Yonder Watch. And we got the title friend to the Yonder Watch. And we got 5 LOTRO points from doing that. So, yay. Now, the only thing we have left in this area is some hunting. So let's get to it. We still need to hunt some bears, some shrews, and some sickle flies. And Miss Fistula has, of course, done a few festivities. She made level 22, and she's got a few tokens under her belt. She has how many tokens? 48 of them. Wonder what she'll be getting with them. I don't think a boar counts. Bears, shrews, and sickle flies. Okay. Boars and neekers are not necessary. Bears, shrews, and sickle flies. Well, there's a shrew. Okay. Come back here. Come back here. That's a neeker. That's a neeker. Lots of neekers. tons of neekers. There's another shrew. And there's a sickle fly. Okay. That's a squirrel. Oh, shrew. That's a squirrel. That's a fox. It would be nice if we had a skill like the hunter. You can buy tracking tomes. Sometimes you find them on mobs or in boxes. We didn't need the wolf, but since he's going to come calling. But you can also buy them in the LOTRO shop. They're kind of single-use items. They're really not worth it. At least not in my opinion. So we have enough shrews. We need bears and sickle flies. Sometimes you'll find sickle flies in fields. Let's see. Finding a lot of cows and sheep. That's a neeker. Not what we need. You also tend to find sickle flies near water, but I don't know if that's going to be the case here. We're back in town. We have gotten so much turned around. Well, we're going to go up here, up here. Can we go over that? Oh, come on. You don't tell me we can't get over that. Sheep. Garden pest. Okay. And this is just what we were looking for. Alright, so... Is there a quest over here? Let me guess. It's a quest to kill sickle flies, right? Please, defeat garden pests, check on beans, pick delicious berries. Why am I not even the least little bit surprised? And where are we anyway? We are... I have no clue where we're at. We're back in Tighfield, which we actually needed to be in for a couple things anyway, so let's go back to our quest. That's not... Nope. Tighfield. Nope. Tighfield. Alright, so we have a couple that we need to turn in Tighfield anyway. And while we're doing that, we'll do this one. A little bit of back and forth going on here. Bunch of chickens. Ailing beans. Okay. Maybe we should let the chickens pick the pest off of them. So these are vine beans, trellis beans, however you want to call them. They're climbing beans. And there are different kinds of beans. These look like they're some sort of pea or green bean. We also have beans that grow on bushes, which, like, pinto beans are bush beans, which I do believe is why they call the company bushes. Because most of your baked beans, I believe, are pinto. Alright, so we need to do what now? We need to pick some berries. Oh, well, they're conveniently all over here. Pick delicious berries. And they only need us to pick 4, but there's 6 berry bushes. Alright. We have done everything you asked, lady. That is a gray goose and some white geese. There you are.
What do you need?
Oh, it's so nice to have help with the chores again, even if it's only for a day. Here, some coin and some bug gunk I've been saving. I was going to use it to prank my family for leaving me to tend the farm by my lonesome, but perhaps it could be useful to you. Oh, look. 16 silver worth of glistening filth. Thank you so much. I really don't know what to say. Alright, let's get on our horse. And we have 2 to turn in here. One for a lady who was worried about her friend.
Hello there.
Thank goodness, our tea can continue as planned. But don't tell me what happened to Clothed. I'm sure she will want to retell that story herself. Oh, she's got quite a tale for you. I will tell you that much. She has quite the tale for you. And it's... Bingo, Camellia, Marigold, and Dinodas have all met up. Okay.
Is there something I can do for
Welcome
you?
back. So what's this housewarming gift you found, Dino? I hope it's something Angelica will really like. Talk to Dinodas and see the housewarming present.
What do you need?
Prepare to be amazed, everyone. On my way here, I encountered an elf on his way to the Grey Havens. He was traveling westward, and my road lay to the north, but we walked together for a little while and spoke of many things. He was a painter, it seems, and though he possessed humility more befitting a hobbit than an elf, I could tell he must have no small skill in the art. It became clear to me as well that he was dawdling. He seemed in no real hurry to reach the havens at the end of his road. Perhaps you wouldn't mind painting something for me, I asked him. And he said it had been many years since he had last painted a subject of hobbit style. How many years, I asked, and he would not say. You know how elves can be. At any rate, I thought this would be just the thing to give to Angelica, a painting of her new house, and here it is. So we are to examine this painting. And is this the same elf from the angle? Oh, it has to be. Oh, look. Why, that's lovely. Yep, it's got to be the same elf from the angle. Oh. I wonder if we're going to get this as a present. Okay, enough dawdling. Let's examine the painting. Appreciating. Dinodas has quite outdone himself. The painting is quite lovely.
Is there something I can do for you?
I have to say, Dino, this painting is incredible. We are fortunate you encountered that elf when you did. And I am certain Angelica is going to love this gift. I did not doubt you for a moment, cousin.
Am I to have a word with you?
All right, Fistula, you go ahead with Dino to No Bottle while I find something I can use to wrap this present. I'll bring it along shortly, but we shouldn't keep Angelica waiting. So we need to meet up with the Boffins outside Angelica's new home on Honeymead Lane. And that is in No Bottle, which is over here. Okay, and from here we can grab the long sleeve stuff and find a couple more bears. Okay. Now where's our stable? Right here. Very convenient.
Oh, good day.
So we want to head back to No Bottle. And we're going to go swift. Did we have anything else to turn in No Bottle? Yes, we do. We have another one for No Bottle. That is for Longcleave. That's for Longcleave, from No Bottle to Longcleave. So I guess we can poke that one. Bar for Roth was near Longcleave too, if I remember. Yeah. Okay, so... And the Hobbit Reginald has gone missing. And that is west of Tighfield. Okay, we're going to have to go back to Tighfield at some point. Alright, so let's go meet up with the Boffins. I think this is the tavern. I don't think this is where we're actually supposed to be. What a lovely town. Oh.
Hello there.
Listen to the tale told by Fistula the Brawler, who has defeated many ruffians in Yondershire. So that's one thing settled, and I thank you for handling it. On my second concern, someone is seeking to change the bounds, removing Yondershire from the Shire itself. This is unacceptable. Here, Fistula, take the signature list and collect as many signatures as you can. We'll prove to the guilty party that the folks of Yondershire will not stand for his meddling. Okay, I was not expecting that. That's the postman. We don't want his quest. happy to help. Well, we might as well run around and get the signatures while we do all this other stuff. I will sign this. And that just leads outside of the Shire. And that's our good friend who is a bit of a rabble-rouser. But seems quite well-intentioned. Dinodas, Camellia, and Marigold stand outside Angelica's new home.
Just a moment.
Here we are. Angelica has done quite well for herself, hasn't she? When it comes time for me to find a place of my own, I think I will look for something a little smaller. It seems to me that having so many rooms might invite, well, ghosts. Who needs all these empty rooms just ripe for haunting? I tell you, I do not, but perhaps Angelica isn't worried about that sort of thing. Let's hope she doesn't regret it. It is a nice hobbit burrow, though. I'll say that for her. She knows how to pick 'em. I think your sister is planning on having a few kids. That's why she picked such a big one. Priska Boffin.
What do you need?
Fistula, this is a pleasant surprise. Are you here for my daughter Angelica's housewarming party? You must be, surely. I see that some of my children have already arrived. I hope the rest are on their way. Sometimes it's hard to keep them on a schedule, the dear ones. But this is Angelica's day, and I want nothing to spoil it for her. Bingo has arrived with the gift. Found the place with no trouble, I see. Very good. And here is the gift for Angelica, perfectly wrapped, from all her Boffin relatives and from Fistula too. Now we need to talk to Angelica. Angelica emerges from her home. She does? Where? Oh, right there. Oh, hooray, Fistula! I didn't know you were going to come to my party. I know it's just a small hobbit burrow, but it's all mine. I think it's quite cozy. Come inside, everyone. I hope there will be room. All the Boffins go inside, chatting merrily, except for Dinodas. Fistula? I think I might have made a mistake. I think I got the address of Angelica's new house wrong. I would have sworn up and down that my mother told me the address was 9 Honeymead Lane, but it seems like my sister actually purchased the burrow at 8 Honeymead Lane. This is a disaster. Why, you ask? It's because I told the painterly elf to paint this house and not that one. Angelica is going to open our housewarming gift and see the mistake at once. When she wraps that present and sees a painting of her neighbor's house, she'll be aghast. I haven't arranged for the best housewarming gift of all time. I have arranged for the worst. You have to help me delay the opening of the present. March right into Angelica's burrow and scatter my siblings to the winds. It shouldn't be that hard, because it happens more than you might expect. Just tell Griffo that there's a free lunch being offered somewhere. Tell Esmeralda there's a very competitive dancing competition happening. And let Marigold know there could be goblins or something dangerous lurking just over the horizon. It's no use trying to get Camellia to run out. She always follows the rules. Even so, 3 of my siblings scattered in is sure to delay the party long enough for us to figure out what to do. Hurry, hurry, there's no time to waste. Oh, poor Dinodas. Oh, this is quite a lovely little place, isn't it? Oh my. This place looks quite lovely. And there's Priska, their mother. And there's Camellia. There's Esmeralda.
What do you need?
This burrow is nice and cozy and it will be after we help my sister finish decorating. You don't think she's done already, do you? Oh my. You ask Esmeralda if she has entered into any dancing competitions lately. No, not really. Back home they stopped holding them as often when I kept winning, you know. I considered wearing a disguise, but all the cloaks I tried on kept getting tangled up in my feet, and it wasn't the same. But now that you mention it, I wonder if there are any dancing competitions up here in Yondershire. They wouldn't know me up here. Esmeralda trails away deep in thought.
What do you need?
You open your mouth to suggest that Marigold leave the party in search of adventure, but before you could say anything, she interrupts you. I think there might be goblins up here, she says, and you nod in agreement. Someone should do something, she says, her eyes drifting to the door.
Is there something I can do for you?
Do you think Angelica will set out some food pretty soon? It won't be much of a party without snacks. You tell Griffo that you aren't sure about the food situation here, but the markets of Yondershire are likely well stocked by the farms of both West Farthing and North Farthing. Yes, there probably is quite a variety to be found, Griffo muses.
Is there something I can do for you?
Have the rest of my boys arrived yet, Fistula? Pasco and Barilak should have gotten here by now. I hope they did not get distracted by sights along the road, or that Barilak did not find some sunny place in which to nap. Do you think you could talk to Angelica Boffin?
Hello.
Mother, they've done it again. They've all run off, and this was supposed to be my big day, and now they're going to spoil it, like they always do. Fistula, can you go outside and see if they're going to come back? This was supposed to be a party for me, and now my siblings just run off with nary a goodbye or a single wishing well. Angelica stomps her foot on the floor. They're always doing this, Fistula. It's worse than herding cats, because that is a joy, and this is not. Poor Angelica. Well, before we go look for her siblings, I'd like to look at her kitchen, which is very nice and well stocked. I like that platter. I like this. I think that's looks like a Rohirrim thing. Well, if it's not, I want it. And I want that one with the bag on it. And the canisters. And yes, there's many things in this kitchen that I would want. Okay. Moving on. A nicely spread table. This chair is cute. I don't know what it is, but it's very simple and basic and cute. I like it. And I like this bunch of vases. I'd like that as a decoration. This I recognize. It's already in the game for sure. And I'm pretty sure this is a take. It's either a Rohirrim thing or a take on it. That's in the game. Pretty sure that's in the game. In fact, that looks like Rohirrim as well. The basket on top is different. I like that. Okay, back outside. done sightseeing, and in fact, some of these things we might be able to get with these Yondershire coins we've been collecting. Dinodas is being pestered by nosy hobbits of Yondershire.
Is there something I can do for you?
Thank you for that, Fistula. I always heard the Yonder hobbits were peculiar and standoffish, but these folks seem to have a thirst for news, especially when they can see a fellow in distress and wants nothing to do with them. I do have some good news, however. I saw Barlack and Posco coming up the road, and I told them the party had been delayed for a few hours, and they should find somewhere to wait. They should buy us enough time to resolve this difficult situation.
Might I have a word with you?
We need to sneak inside and steal back the gift before Angelica is able to open it. It's not stealing, not exactly. It isn't really her property until she opens it, is it? No, of course not. Anyone would say so. And it's only barely burglary. It's for the best, trust me. Now go see if there's a window we might use to get inside without being seen. Dinodas, you are making much ado. If you are to use this window, you will need to block the view of it with a stack of crates. Okay. Alright. Take a crate from the stack outside the Fox and Fiddle and No Bottle. If I could remember what the Fox and Fiddle is. Oh, dear me. Okay. This is the post office. And... Somebody's not feeling good today. My little old lady is not feeling too good. That worries me. I mean, she's only 13 years old, but still. She's 13 years old. Well, while we're looking for these crates, we might as well get a few more signatures, right? Happy to help. So far as everybody is quite happy to sign this. You know, you would almost expect somebody would say, "Oh, I'm not signing that. That's ridiculous." Well, I get the feeling we're not going to get all the signatures here, but they're going to be scattered here, there, and yonder. It will mark it. Why is there a ring right there? Oops, there's a upset hobbit around here somewhere. Oh, they're up here. This is a good idea. I'm glad you think so. You led me on quite the merry chase trying to find you. Ah, here's the tavern. Am I going to find the crates inside or outside? It is a tiny bit big for a tavern, but this would be an absolute lovely place to come. It doesn't look like inside. Okay, so it says, take a crate from the stack outside the Fox and Fiddle. I do not see a stack outside the Fox and Fiddle. Oh, because it's right here. Carry it the window. Nope. Nope. And everybody's staring at me like, what are you doing with that random box? You and Dinodas both set down a crate, but you will need some more. Really? More? You want more of them? Well, I guess. And I guess Dinodas has been apparently following me around the whole time. Which I did not know. Okay, so we've collected 5 signatures so far. Doing other things. This would be an absolutely lovely place to live, even if you did have to worry about your neighbors constantly being in your business. You set the crate down, and Dinodas contributes another as well. I have to go get another one? Apparently I do. Weird. A lot of back and forth for this one. Lot of back and forth indeed. I guess on the bright side, you eventually kind of start stumbling your way into knowing your way around town. Alright, and back again. You know, I could very well see Fistula wanting to live in a place like this. Quite a lovely and bustling community for a hobbit village. Yes, I think she would fit in quite well here. Oh, I think we went the wrong way. Yes, we did. We forgot to turn off here. Oh, look at that up there. Oh, that's a lovely view of that windmill. Okay. Success. This should block the view of nosy hobbits. I think you're just going to call even more attention to yourself that way. No time to waste. Let's get that present back. And we wait. Instance, a caper on Honeybee Lane. Okay, so what are we doing? Find the wrap present in the west storage room. Someone's coming. You better hide behind the table. Faint or lie down. Don't trouble yourself, Priska. Why not save the food for the party? But how can there be a party? Now's your chance. Okay, wrong way. Got it. Escape. Oh no, you have to stash the present somewhere and fast. Just in time. There you are. Come with me to the sitting room, Fistula. I want to talk to you. Follow Angelica to the sitting room. I've been thinking. What if we had the party anyway, right this very minute? What do you think, Mother? talk to Prisca. Oh, I don't know. It seems like such a shame to celebrate without Angelica's brothers and sisters all here. What do you think, Fistula? You tell Prisca that a true housewarming party should have as many people on hand as possible, and the real shame would be to begin the party without all of Angelica's siblings present for the celebration. She considers your argument. Perhaps. But if my daughter wants her party now, she shall have it. I hear you, Fistula, I really do, but you don't understand how often this happens. My brothers and sisters are always running off at the most inopportune time. Listen to Angelica and keep her from discovering any mischief. Griffo is always looking for food to eat. Marigold is always on the hunt for adventure. If Esmeralda isn't dancing, she's searching for an excuse to start. I haven't seen Barrelac in Yondershire yet, but he's probably snoozing in the sun somewhere. Do not get me started on Fosco's love of boating. And Dinodas, he's always causing trouble. My siblings are always doing something no matter what. I would be too, I suppose. I do love to take care of animals. Now that I've had my say, perhaps I am not so different from them after all, Fistula. Maybe it's a boffin trait. What was that? Dinodas needs to keep quiet. I just needed to talk it out. I think I will wait until my brothers and sisters have all returned. And then we will have my party. Thank you for helping me work this out, Fistula. One caper executed, more or less. I just had to realize this would not be a real party without my brothers and sisters. I do love them, warts and all. I will wait for my party, but it had better be a good one.
What do you need?
Perfect, Fistula. Well done. This could not have gone more smoothly. Now Angelica need never discover the tiny mistake I made concerning her housewarming present. Never has there been a more finely executed caper. Talk to Camellia Boffin, besides 8 honey. Dinodas, what are you whispering about? Why have you stolen back our housewarming present for Angelica? You were so proud of that painting of her new home. Camellia gasped, and her expression turned scandalous. You had that elf paint the wrong house, and now you're broiled in me in your silly conspiracy too. Dinodas, how could you? My mother sent me to find you, Fistula, and she is not happy. She's pretty sure you had something to do with this, and I see now that she's right. You had better go see her. Prisca is perturbed. Well, your son is trying to fix his mistake. Kind of. I don't know what might be going on, but I find it very curious that you were the last person to speak with Greffo and with Esmeralda before they ran outside. Now, this is not particularly strange for Marigold, but for those two, something is afoot. Angelica is very upset that her big day has been spoiled. If you know anything about this, I suggest you fix it. So, we need to talk to Dinodas and complete Boffins on the Loose, talk to Camellia, and complete Hiding the Evidence.
Please stay a moment.
I am not happy to become a part of this, Fistula, but I do not want to upset Angelica or my mother any more than we already have, so I will do what I can to help. Maybe we can bring the gift to the Matham house in Nickel Delving? No, that would take too long. What if we just hide the painting somewhere nearby? There must be hiding places in No Bottle where we can leave it and just forget the whole thing. Then, sometime after the party, we could collect the stashed painting and bring it to the Matham house without a care in the world. See if you can find a good hiding place somewhere in No Bottle. We have to hide the evidence of Dinodas' clumsy, foolish error.
Please, stay a moment.
There's nothing for it. We have to track down the rest of my siblings and get them to come back before my mother loses her temper. Trust me, she's a little cross at the moment, but she'll see much worse if we don't hurry. You should check first with my cousin Bingo. He's something of an adventurer, it turns out, and might have seen where everyone went. I think he went back to Tighfield. Alright, so... Eek. Things did not go as planned. And we need to find a suitable hiding place for the painting. And we also need to talk to Bingo. The nosy hobbits peer at you curiously. This is not a good spot. And this is not a good spot either. Okay. So where would be a good spot? I don't think you'd want to pick a spot that's too far out of town. We don't want it to get ruined. We just don't want Dinodas' sister to know that he really screwed up. Although maybe he didn't screw up. We don't know. She might have liked it regardless. The nosy hobbits peer at you suspiciously. This is not a suitable spot. Alright, so we cannot find a good spot here.
Is there something I can do for you?
You weren't able to find a hiding place for your nosy hobbits. We'll need to think of something else. Let's see, we have a gift wrap painting of 9 Honeymead Lane. What if we give it to the hobbit who actually lives there? We can say it's a gift from Angelica to her new neighbor. Go ring the bell. I think we have found the perfect solution. Ring the bell. Ring, ring, ring. And there's no answer from inside, but you do hear unusual rustling sounds from behind the door. Okay. Talk to Camelia. You heard someone moving around inside, but no one came to the door. That's odd. I always heard the Yonder hobbits were a little peculiar, but I would still expect them to answer the doorbell. Camelia grimaces. Don't tell Angelica I said the Yonder hobbits were peculiar. She's one of them now, after all, and she's already pretty angry with us. I don't want to make it any worse. Let's make these nosy hobbits useful to us. Ask them what they know about the owner of 9 Honeymead Lane. Alright, so now we need to go talk to some nosy hobbits. What a bother for a painting.
Is there something I can do for you?
9 Honeymead Lane, that's Magatha Grubb's place. She spends most every day away from home, though.
Hello.
9 Honeymead Lane belongs to Magatha Grubb. If you're around at the right time of day, you might see some big sacks getting dropped off outside. I've never heard anyone say what they might contain, though. Alright. Where's our last nosy hobbit? Right here.
Just a moment.
9 Honeymead Lane is where Magatha Grubb lives. I've heard strange sounds coming from her place during the day, but I don't know what might be causing them. She never has any visitors, you know. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So this home belongs to someone named Magatha Grubb, but no one seems to know very much about her. Most curious, Fistula. We are no nearer to learning the cause of these strange sounds or the contents of the bag sacks that get left outside our house, but we'll not let those mysteries trouble us. We have a more pressing worry, getting rid of the painting without Angelica finding out about it. While you spoke with the nosy hobbits, I did some asking around on my own, and it sounds like Magatha Grubb leaves her home every morning and heads in the direction of Longcleave. Let's look for her near there. Okay, so that's actually going to lead us to Longcleave, and I think we have a couple of quests that are headed off in that direction. But we also have to collect signatures from around Yondershire, talk to Bingo and Tighfield, and a lot of other things. Well, I guess our next step is going to be to head over to Tighfield, talk to Bingo, get some bears, so we can finish that quest. And then, I guess we're heading... Well, we'll see where the other siblings are, but I think our next step is going to be heading to Longcleave, because that seems where things are starting to point. We'll find out next time. And until then, bye for now.